According to KXLH News in Helena, Montana in 2010, many parents pulled their children out of public schools after hearing a new sex education curriculum will take effect in Helena Public Schools in the next year. Each year, there are as many as 850,000 teenage pregnancies in the United States and as many as 9.1 million sexually transmitted infections experienced by youth 25 years of age and younger. This is according to the article, Effective Sex Education by McKeon in 2006 from Advocates for Youth. There has been much research done by myself as well as others on the effectiveness of sex education curriculums that are taught in public schools, as well as the sexual education given to young people by their parents in the home. Since many people believe that sex education should be taught by parents only, I would like you to consider sex education being taught in public schools based on whether it is best taught at home, schools, or both, the types of contraception and prevention presented in public schools, as well as sex education's effectiveness when taught in the school environment. So first, let me start out by saying that people think that sex education is best taught in the home by their parents and not in schools. The opposing view is that good parent-child communication is the best and most effective way to combat teenage pregnancy and sexually transmitted infections, and that children of involved parents are less likely to engage in sexual activities at a young age. This is according to the 2008 article, Parental Engagement from the Healthy Teen Network. My view is that sex education is best taught by both parents and professional educators. The 2008 article from the University of Florida by Fogarty and Wyatt, Communicating with Teens About Sex, Facts, Findings, and Suggestions, states that 95% of parents say sex education should be shared by schools and parents, and that because school and family values oftentimes differ, it is best to include both viewpoints. So now that I have talked to you about who should teach sex education to young people, now let me tell you about the types of contraception and prevention methods presented in public school programs. The opposing view is that public school programs don't include abstinence-only programs. According to the 2004 article by Rector, Facts About Abstinence Education from the Heritage Foundation, 79% of parents say that they want their children to be taught abstinence-only programs in school, but most school programs do not include this. It is also thought, according to this article, that sexual education curriculums that include contraceptives teach young people permissive values as well as contain sexually explicit materials. My view is that public school sex ed should include all types of contraceptives and prevention methods. The 2006 article, Effective Sex Education by McKeon from Advocates for Youth, states that abstinence-only programs have found that there is no delay in the first initiation of sex, and many organizations say that the best sex education program includes both contraceptives and abstinence-only programs, respectively. So now that I have told you about the types of contraception and prevention presented to young people, let's next talk about sex education effectiveness when taught in public schools. The opposing view is that public school sex ed is not effective. According to the LifeSiteNews.com's 2007 article by O'Brien entitled Comprehensive Sex Education is Ineffective, Abstinence Works, sex education programs run in schools are ineffective in teaching children how to properly use contraceptives, and these programs have little effect on teen behaviors and also have no long-term positive effects on teens. My view is that public school sex education programs are effective. The 2006 article by McKeon, Effective Sex Education from Advocates for Youth, states that sex education programs in schools do not increase rates of sexual activities among young people. And it also states that these programs have positive behavioral outcomes, such as delaying the initiation of sex. They also reduce the frequency of sex, the number of new partners, and the incidence of unprotected sex. So today I presented to you the opposing view and my view on whether sex education is best taught at school, home, or both, the types of contraception and prevention methods presented in public schools, as well as sex education's effectiveness when taught in the school environment. So in essence, there is no 100% effective way to teach sex education, but I would like you to consider that sex education is best received by young people when they are able to get information from all of the adults around them, including their parents and school professionals, and it is given to them in a way that includes all types of contraceptives and methods of prevention. Thank you.